the Global Semiconductor Alliance Executive Forum that both you and I attended. We both attended the dinner. I did a presentation for their board of directors, which, by the way, had everybody from the Mag 7 there, which was pretty cool. And then I did an innovation panel on stage. So, the conference, it really reflects semiconductors, right? Discussions on AI, manufacturing challenges, how do you play China, and then, challenges in some of the key elements of AI, compute, storage, and connectivity. And the conversations, very similar to kind of we talk about, even with the board. I can't give exact details, but essentially talking through the downstream benefits of AI. One thing I did notice, though, is, Dan, as you and I research not just semiconductors, but the markets they go in and the use cases that drive it in the cloud and on the PC, I thought, our conversations and my conversations with the board of directors, it was enlightening to them. They don't spend a whole lot of time, it appears, on the downstream applications. So we had a very lively conversation on that. A lot of conversations about, GPU and accelerators and what does that mean, and sustainability and power. Not power, like power generation, what's going to happen, and also maybe disintermediation of smartphones in 5 to 10 years, given generative AI devices and these goggles. Just to wrap this up, some of the discussions with Astera Labs, Samanova, and Celestial AI on my panel, no surprises, but 3 to 5 years of innovation. Model size and complexity still going up, cluster size moving from 100,000 nodes to 2 million, and across data centers, the shift from mega training to inference, going from 90-10 to 10-90, and specialization, right? Like ASICs and XPUs versus GPUs. And then kind of following up the conversation, and obviously Samanova is biased, both Celestial AI and Astera Labs, they support both, right? But both these mesh and networking companies are both working to lower power, increase performance, and lower cost. And that's the game here in semiconductors. It is interesting, both Astera Labs and Celestial AI very much have clients out there that both you and I would know. They're integrated into their solutions. I did get a tour of Astera Labs, saw public stuff. I saw basically an H series rack with their chips all over it, as well as an MI 300 platform, and I'll just leave it at there.
Yeah, I didn't have quite as much time as you did there, Pat, but one thing is I wish we could actually tell the people some of the great conversations we had. Sorry, you're going to have to get into the room, and it's a tough room to get into. And so, by the way, thanks, Bestie, for making that happen. I'm humble pie, I'll admit it. The overall sentiment, though, Pat, chips are a boom and bust industry. Overall sentiment, though, is extraordinarily bullish, and just, that there's been times where it hasn't been, but like nobody seems to feel that this is coming to an end anytime soon. Now, that could be misconstrued as sometimes the exuberance of a top, right? That sometimes when nobody sees it coming is exactly when it's coming. But I think most agree that it's not because they don't see it coming from some place of exuberance. They don't see it coming because they believe it's still really early, that we're really just getting started. We're just getting up to speed on, capacity of capabilities of new packaging and designs and the amount of innovation that's coming out. But there are a lot of downstream challenges. That was the one thing I will lead in some of the conversations I had, is talking to a lot of the people on the design and delivery side, there are some kind of waiting for that kind of utilization rate to go up, because everyone believes the build out is very, very substantial. But at some point on 1 year cycles, how do the cloud providers make money? How do the ISVs make money? But hey, where there's great software behind it, there should be great hardware. So I also see a big opportunity. You know, one of the things I'm predicting now is with the simplicity that's been put into being able to design and build your own chips is, you know, are more ISVs going to do it? We're going to get Uber chips for Uber software. We're going to get, you know, of course, we've seen it with Meta and Alibaba and Google, and they've sort of had the ability to do it in a dual capacity. But do companies like Salesforce with Agent Force, are they going to build a specialized chip down the line that's going to make them more efficient, going to give them more control, and of course, the ability to make sure their solution is absolutely optimized for their use case? It certainly would be more price efficient if they're using tons and tons of GPUs. So something to think about down the line, Pat, but very exciting times.